Texas High School Coaching Association Coaching School. We got UTRGV head coach Travis Bush with us. How you doing, Coach?
Good. Glad to be here.
It has been. You're trying to build a program for anyone who might not be aware, and you started in, if I remember correctly, you got the job. It was November, December.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah, December 14th, I believe, right in the middle of December.
So, trying to build a program. How hectic has the first about 8-9 months been?
It's pretty overwhelming at times. I mean, there's so much to do, and right now the biggest thing we're focused on is building the facilities and having a lot of those meetings. So a different kind of busy. We started recruiting this spring and assigned the first class here in December and February. So got a staff of four others right now, and myself, and just trying to get it all done, wearing a bunch of different hats.
Was there any way I could get you to pick who you think the best team is in the UAC this year?
I don't know.
Who's your favorite?
Not yet.
Do you have a favorite yet going into the season?
I like SFA. I've always, you got to pull for the Texas schools.
Oh,
and, Coach Carther's done a great job, great program there, and a lot of familiarity back in the Texas State days, being in the Southland Conference with him and playing them as a player. So, but definitely pulling for them. I know Tarleton and Abilene Christian are going to be pretty solid as well.
It's going to be a tough league.
No doubt.
I was looking at, we were at Media Day at Texas Live in Arlington Friday, and it was an impressive time, and the conference is doing it upright.
Yeah.
You've got Oliver Luck. I spoke with him a little bit. I mean, the conference has the feel of the big time, and you guys stepping into it, that you really, honestly, UTRGV, this is like your really first time to try to get that spotlight, and I think you're going to shine down there with it.
Yeah, and it's it's not an easy task. You're jumping into an 8-game Division I conference slate off the bat, and especially with those programs and teams, and you've got Eastern Kentucky and Austin Peay and Central Arkansas on the other side. Southern Utah is a tough place to play out there, and they've got a solid program with Utah Tech as well. So it's spread out. It's good coaching and really good football.
I was telling somebody at Media Day, I don't see the champion having less than 2 losses in conference.
Yeah, it's
because it really is that close and that tight. Talk about the Valley, and your fan support has been just overwhelming. You've got over 2,000 season tickets sold in 7 weeks, and you don't even play a game until 2025. Yeah. This place is so energized, and we're just years out.
Yeah.
Can you really imagine what that's going to be like when that first home game comes?
It's I know it's going to continue to build, and each landmark we hit with a signing class, and then the practice year in 24. But I think it's going to continue to build, and they're phenomenal. There may not be a more passionate football fan in the nation than the Rio Grande Valley, and you see the way they rally around their high school teams, especially the last one standing, and then they love their Sunday Cowboys, and now you throw us in there on Saturday afternoons and Saturday evenings, and they're gonna be fired up.
That's gonna be the place to be.
Yeah.
And week 1, you said it will be a night game.
Definitely night games.
I am doing everything in the Valley. Yes, I am doing everything in my power. We need the DCTF staff to all just go put on a huge show.
We need it. We
need everybody because that's going to be one of the biggest events of the year right there in the state of Texas.
No doubt. It's that'll be awesome. Get everybody down there, and it'll be. I tell you that wherever we're playing, it's going to be rocking.
Yeah, and fan base as far as like football and the alums, how does that kind of work a little bit? Sometimes at some football schools, a lot of the alums, they grew up with it. These people, the UTRGV hadn't had a football program.
No.
And so this is all new for them. Does that lead to more excitement, do you think, from them?
I think so. I think what you'll see, similar to being at the the initial staff at UTSA years ago, I think just the exposure the university is going to get, and a lot of people don't know we have over 30,000 students in 16 Division I sports because we don't have football, especially in the state of Texas. And I think once you start playing football games and the exposure of the region, it's a metroplex down there, and people don't realize how nice it is, and over 2 million people in 2 counties and South Padre Island, and it's you got everything that you got here in Houston and DFW. So I think too the exposure of the university, it's going to increase enrollment as well moving forward. But it's just going to be huge for the economy down there.
I'm sold, man. I'll go. I'll go. Anytime.
We're hiring.
Well, and you do have some coaches. There's some more to come. But at Media Day, one of the things I found probably most interesting from your session up there was talking about how you have more facilities in place. And I talked to a UTSA alum who said they didn't even get facilities technically till last year. Of course, they were kind of joking. Yeah. But in a lot of realities, it kind of was. You've got facilities, you've got investment, and the support. All of that together is I mean, how important is that for you as a head coach to know you've got all that behind you as you go ahead and start building and planning for the future here?
Well, no doubt, and you look at the infrastructure and the way it's going to be set up. It's going to be set up to be successful, and being able to start breaking ground on facilities this fall, have a 45,000 square foot athletic football facility, a $50 million facility and practice fields and all that right off the bat when we start playing at 25 is, and definitely a huge advantage in recruiting, and something we can recruit to, and they can see that they're going to walk into nice facilities right off the bat. So, and then at some point, and got plans to build the stadium at some point down the road. So it's going to be good. It's going to be set up to be successful.
You're no stranger to these coaching schools.
Yeah.
You've been in Texas high school football for a long time. Is this something that you just really look forward to? Because there's a real brotherhood about you guys. And I know some coaches are like, I don't know, but do you still feel like you come back here because this is like your favorite location to be?
Yeah, I mean, it's, growing up in the Texas high school football game, I used to come to this as a kid. I was a little kid running around. It was kind of our family vacations growing up and going across the state and the different places it used to be. And now, so many guys you're growing up with and in the coaching game, and good chance to reconnect with a lot of guys. You got a lot of outstanding coaches here, to a chance to get them in the room and pick their brain on things. But and now as a University of Texas, our biggest resource in recruiting is Texas high school football coaches. So chance to get around and keep those connections going.
Yeah, and you guys have done a great job. I'm sure you'll continue to do well. We're looking forward to 2025, and I really, what do you? We're going to have to get them down there. Any plea do you have to Greg? We just need to send it to Greg.Tepper at TexasFootball.com. He's got to get on board here with us making a trip to the UTRGV.
Yeah, well, Step, we'll be at Costa Mesa and McAllen for dinner, so we can get him down there. We got some good food, but definitely.
We can make it a whole high school weekend. See, I can come up with ideas quick on this, man. It's really easy.
Yeah, there'll be games Thursday, Friday, and Saturday down there, yeah.
You talked about connections and everything. Your connections to UTRGV run deep. You're from the Valley. You've been in the Valley. You love the Valley. And you also have connections to Chase Conk, the athletic director. All of those ties playing together, how much has that helped your process so far?
It's huge, and that was, once they started, when Chase got the job down there in 2019, I think I was still at Seguin and kind of paid attention, always followed him and really pulling for him, knew he was going to do a good job, and they started talking about football. And being from down there, I'm as big a fan of anybody. I was excited for that region to have football, and and then once it. You get a phone call and you realize that, hey, you do have an opportunity to really be a part of it. It's extra special.
It's almost a dream job, some might say.
It's not a job. It's an opportunity to go down there and be a part of history again, and really, a chance to give back to that region and help be a part of it.
Everything is an opportunity. Turning things into positive. We talk about that all the time. Stay positive more than negative. Everybody feeds off negative. The more positive we are, the better it gets for everybody.
No doubt.
So I'm with you, Coach. Coach, thank you
so much.
Appreciate it. We'll catch up down the road, and I'm still pushing.
Come on.
All righty.
Thanks.